Students, how are you? I am fine and I hope that you will be fine at your home. Dear student, in previous class we have read about the plants that found in coastal areas. You know very well coast. The coast, that means the near the seabed, samudra ka kinara, seashore, that is called the coast. The coastal plains, there are different kinds of plants like tamarind, coconut, rubber are found in that areas. They are evergreen plants. Now dear student, today we are going to start the adaptation in plants that are found in water. Aquatic plants. We shall read about the aquatic plants. In first part we have read about the plants are of two types. Aquatic plants, terrestrial plants. We have completed the terrestrial plants. Because there are many landforms are found, so there are different kinds of plants. Plants found in mountain, plants found in plain, plants found in desert areas, plants are in coastal areas. We have read about it. Now we are going to start the plants that found in water. Plants that found in water are called aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are divided into three categories. How many categories? Three categories or groups. These three groups are: number first, floating plants; number second, fixed plant; and number third, underwater plant. That means first, floating plants. Floating means to float over the surface of water. जो पानी के ऊपरी सतह पर तैरने वाले पौधे पाए जाते हैं, that is called floating plants. Floating means to float on water. Plants that freely float on water are called floating plants. Dear student, I think you have opened your notebook. You have to put these points. That means at first the plants that found in water are called aquatic animals. Aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are of three groups: floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. At first we shall read about the plants that float on water. That means the plants that float on water are called floating plants. Float on water. After that, dear student, they are small, light, spongy roots. They have poor growing roots. That means their roots are not so long or broad. उसकी जड़ें छोटी और कमजोर होती हैं. Their leaves are spongy and waxy. What do you mean by waxy? Spongy. Spongy means होता है fluffy. Fluffy and waxy means होता है मोम की तरह, ताकि उसमें पानी जमे नहीं. आप देखते होंगे जो वाटर प्लांट्स जैसे कि वाटर हाइजीन, डकवीट, आप लोग हमारे यहाँ भी देखते होंगे जो पानी में लगा रहता है, जो बारिश के महीने में आप देखते होंगे इधर से उधर बह करके जाते रहती है. तो आप उसके ऊपर में पानी डालोगे तो वो नहीं रुकेगा. यू नो वेरी वेल द ऑयल इन ऑयली सरफेस वाटर कैन नॉट स्टिक देयर. वैक्सी होने से मतलब है कि पानी उस पर स्टिक नहीं करता, चिपकता नहीं. आप आम के पेड़ में देखते हो कि बारिश हुई, उसका पत्ता में पानी लगा है, कोई देर तक गिर रहा है तो गीला होता है. बट द वैक्सी coated leaves don't have the ability to absorb the water. Okay, dear student? So they have waxy leaves, and the waxy things block the stomata that release less of water, and it takes the cover the oxygen that are absorbed by the stomata. So dear student, the common example of these plants are duckweed, water hyacinth. हम लोगों ने देखा होगा, हम लोगों के यहाँ पे ये पाया जाता है, लीफ जिसे कहते हैं. तो पानी में देखोगे आप पोखर सब में, पाउंड्स में वगैरह में भरा रहता है, आप देख सकते हो, यू कैन सी इट. आफ्टर दैट देयर इज फ्लोटिंग प्लांट्स. आफ्टर fixed plants, some plants that found in water have a strong root that grow in the underside of the soil in water. पानी के नीचे जमीन में जिसकी जड़ें पहुंच जाती है, that is called fixed. Fixed means एक जगह स्थिर रहने वाला plant. That means the root of these plants are fixed to soil in the water. But the leaves of the floating plants are grow above the water surface. समझ रहे हैं आप? उसकी जड़ें भले ही नीचे होती हो, but their leaves grow over the water surface. पानी के ऊपरी सतह में होती है. Their leaves are very thin and have a waxy coated also, and their stems are hollow. Hollow means बीच में छेद होता है. आपने लोटस को देखा होगा. तो you have many students have eaten the lotus stem. Yes. The leaves are broad, head the stem floating to the enough air to sunlight. Because if they grow under the water, they cannot absorb the water. Sorry, they cannot absorb the air and sunlight. So how do they make food? It is needed to take water, air and sunlight to make their food. So the leaves of the fixed plants grow above the water surface. They are also waxy coated that help them to protect from getting wet. Lotus, water lily are the common example of this plant. Okay, dear students, fixed plants. After that, we read that the floating plant, fixed plant. After that, underwater plants. Underwater means the plants that grow under the water. कुछ पौधे ऐसे भी होते हैं जो पानी के नीचे होते हैं. You know, reed, tap grass, hydrilla. These are the example that are the example of the plants that grow under the water. They have thin leaves. Some grasses, they have a long, thin, narrow, needle-like leaves. These leaves can bend easily in water. वह पानी में आसानी से मुड़ सकता है. Bend in water. They take the water, carbon dioxide from water by the released by the water animals. पानी में जो जीव जंतु है, you know very well, there are many kinds of animals live in water. So the plants that grow under the water take the carbon dioxide from the water by the releasing of the animals, and they release their oxygen in water. That take the animals. Do not have any stomata, because you know very well what is the use of stomata. Stomata take breath, air, and in water they cannot take air, so they have no stomata. It is very important question. I will ask, name a plant which have no stomata. You will write there, tap grass, hydrilla. Yes, dear student, it is very important thing. You have to note in your notebook. By using carbon dioxide given out aquatic animals, they also give oxygen to themselves. That means वह जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेता है, तो आपने फर्स्ट लेसन में ही पढ़ा था. Plants release oxygen in the process of photosynthesis. So in the photosynthesis process, tape grass leave the gas oxygen. So water animals take this type of oxygen. Now, dear student, after that, some plants are unusual that are not matched to these plants in our surroundings. हमारे और जो सारे और पेड़ पौधे होते हैं उनसे वह मैच नहीं करता. अनयूजुअल प्लांट्स होता है. यस, सम प्लांट्स आर अनयूजुअल, वह अलग होता है सबों से, मिला सभी पेड़ पौधों से नहीं मिलता है। इन दिस रो वी शैल रीड अबाउट द प्लांट्स insectivorous plant. What do you mean by insectivorous? The plants that eat the insects. What is plant that eat insect? Some plants have special feature to trap the insect to their nourishment. Yes, Justin, it is insectivorous. That means कुछ पेड़ पौधे ऐसे होते हैं, उनके कुछ फीचर्स ऐसे बने होते हैं जो कि उनको हेल्प करता है इंसेक्ट्स को ट्रैप करने में, और वह इंसेक्ट्स उसमें फंस करके या उलझ करके उसमें उसकी मौत हो जाती है, और वह प्लांट उसको अपने न्यूरिशमेंट के लिए, अपने फूड के लिए, भोजन के लिए उसको उपयोग करता है। व्हाई इट इज सो? बिकॉज इन सम प्लेसेस प्लांट डू नॉट गेट the proper amount of food, so they have a special feature to trap the insects to provide their nourishment. Okay, do you understand? There are some plants which eat insects. For example, Venus flytrap, sandweed, Venus flytrap, peacher plant, sandweed. These are the example of insectivorous plant. When an insect come in the have them closed, then insect gets trapped, and after that they decompose. The insect decompose and get the nutrients to the plants. Okay, they also get the minerals. Plants of grass family. Dear student, it is you know very well in 2-3 classes. That means plants are of different kinds: tree, shrub, herb, creeper, climber, water plants, spiny plants, desert plants. In this, that means today we shall read about the plants that are found in grass family. Mostly herbs are grass family. Herbs, you know very well, the thin green stems. The some plants that have a soft and green stems, that are called herbs. So most of the grasses are in herbs family. Herbs family. That means grass are mostly herbs. Plants belonging to the grass family are very useful to us. Yes, dear student, because we know very well most of the plants, like your vegetables like cauliflower, cabbage, many other plants, coriander, radish, carrot, these are the kinds of plants that are the part of herb family. Wheat, rice, sugarcane, these are the herbs. So they are very essential to us. So they are saying, this lesson also said, the grass does not, very useful to us. Grass does not need too much water as the tree or bushes. You know very well bushes, shrubs. आपने देखा होगा कि पेड़ को जितने पानी चाहिए होता है उतने आपके छोटे छोटे पौधों को, दैट मीन्स हर्ब्स को नहीं चाहिए होता. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ lot of water. That means they need, the grass need less water than the shrubs and herbs, shrubs and trees. You know very well, trees are the very big plants, shrubs are the small plant with a hard and sticky stem. Okay. It grow in a wide open space. Justin, can you grow the plant, the tree in small space? No, they need more and more space. But the grass need less space, and it is grown in a large scale, large space, like wheat, rice, vegetables, pulses, etc. When the grass does not get water, it dried up. Yes. If they don't get water, that means उसको पानी कम चाहिए लेकिन जल्दी चाहिए, वह तुरंत सूख जाता है. But the seed of stem remain alive the soil. Again, after that, there's weeds. Sorry, their seeds also alive in the soil. As soon as it rains, it grow again, and after that, the rains. After that, the drying of the leaves, sorry, seeds, they make a new plant again. Uses of. Okay, dear students, tomorrow we shall read about the usage of grass. So, dear students, we have completed this lesson. Almost we have completed. So, few points are raised. That means next chapter we shall, next class we will complete it, and I will give you some questions. Dear students, your homework is you have to put the points in your notebook and remember it.